Ta-da-da, ta-da-da.
The first song I wrote is called I Love a Clown.
And that's the beauty of working at Cirque, and there's always another show.
Basically.
Hello, I'm Sarah Manesse. I am from Paris. I'm doing the White Singer in Alegria. I was super excited to work for the Cirque du Soleil for the first time. The first song I wrote is called I Love a Clown.
Oh. That's cool.
Yes.
How old were you?
17.
Oh.
Yeah, it was my first crush. It was a clown, so I always love clowns, and I'm glad I'm in a show with clowns. I started to sing professionally when I was 15. First I did concerts, gigs, and then I did musicals. Sister Act, Fiddler on the Roof, Sweeney Todd, Breeze, and I did a show in Berlin. And the last show I did before coming here was with James Thierry, La Compagnie du Henneton. And it was a dream also to do this, so I've been lucky. I got a call from Vincent, musical director of Alegria, who saw me 10 years ago in Sister Act and who remembered me and thought I would be perfect fit for the White Singer. And I said, yes, I think so too.
This is probably a common answer, but I really like how safe the country is. Like, feel totally safe walking outside, or even like if I'm walking on my own as a woman, I do feel really safe in that aspect.
The most I like the food, and I like the experience to visit another planet.
Mostly the food.
I like the richness of their culture, I like how amicable the people are, how easy it is to commute to and from work and other places, and just the easiness to live here. It's such a wonderful country.
Also, the culture is so different, so I think it was kind of unexpected coming back here. I think I did get a bit of culture shock, but it's a culture that is like I really, really enjoy being around.
People are really good here. They are calm, they're respectful.
Favorite thing about Japan is that I feel completely safe walking around at night on my own. Just the people are really friendly.
The culture, how kind and respectful and helpful everybody is, especially to a non-Japanese speaker. Fans here are absolutely fantastic and kind, and they give gifts to all the cast members, and I've never seen something like that before. So it's a culture shock, but a good culture shock.
I think my favorite place is Ichiran, the ramen noodles there.
I really like onigiri that you can buy in convenience store. It's just simple and so tasty. That's why I like it.
I love ramen.
Ramen and sushi, forever in my heart.
Since being in Osaka, we've had a lot of the okonomiyaki, and that is by far my favorite.
From okonomiyaki to all sorts of fried rice and tempura, my favorite is cold soba noodle. On a very hot day, it's very refreshing.
I've been exploring different ramen shops. I haven't tried any sushi yet. I'm looking forward to that in the next free day.
In total, maybe 5 or 6 words that we always take it from the language of the country.
When we went to Korea, we realized that they like when we talk in their language. We knew that it's gonna happen the same in Japan, so we went directly to translate everything.
We went to Fuji office in Tokyo, so we did our numbers in front of them and we asked them the keywords that we need, and they help us to put it in the show, basically. There was some stuff we add later. We realized Japanese audience, they need it to understand a little bit more the context, so we add a few more. It was always through Fuji or Joko in the office. She helped us a lot.
There are minimum words that we change in each city, but we add some here in Japan.
In Japan, yeah. And for Osaka, between Joko, Fuji, and people from Osaka, all together, they help us to put some new words.
And that's our payaso, Gilson, getting quick change for his trapeze act. Buen trabajo, señor.
I love mochis.
Like a strawberry flavored mochi, or like a matcha mochi, something like that. Something that has, the texture is really appealing to me.
7-Eleven, there's these little chocolate mushroom things that I'm absolutely obsessed with and pretty much eat every day.
I'm not in a sweet mood this moment of my life.
I just tried like the big pancakes.
I don't really have much of a sweet tooth, but I do really enjoy the Pocky sweets, and they have so many different varieties. I think that's probably my go-to.
I actually really like here in Osaka. I think it's because we're staying downtown and we're really close to everything, but it's so nice to just go walk around and there's always something happening.
Hakone, the onsens of Hakone.
I don't know if I'm saying this right, but we only spent a couple days there and it would have to be Fukuoka.
Since we're here in Osaka, the region of Wakayama has a multitude of really nice Buddhist temples, really gentle slopes and nice mountain range.
One thing I really love to do here is the tea ceremony. It's really relaxing and I don't know, I love it.
I'm a big nerd, and there are a lot of nerdy shops around here with different anime figures and video games and stuff like that, and so I've been kind of exploring that.
But if I'm in the Tokyo region, I'll go all the way up to Nagano in that prefecture. That offers really great views of the northern Alps of Japan, which is beautiful. So here it's particular because we're in the Fuji Dome, so we don't deal with any aspects of the setup of the tent itself. When we're back into Big Top, to set up the actual Big Top itself will take one full day, a day prior to set up the foremast and all the guy wiring and all the anchors, and then a full day from morning to the end of the afternoon to set up the actual canvas of the tent, including the sidewalls. So I would say 1.5 days including the mast. With the full site, it takes us roughly 11 days until final completion and the patrons are coming in to sit in the Big Top. Teardown is quite fast. We start on Sunday night, and it's roughly about 3 days. On the Tuesday, we usually leave and go to the next city to do the mast up again. So 3 days.
Hayoike.
Whatever the lady says in the elevator just makes me laugh every time. I don't know why.
I like the way that it sounds on the tongue, utsukushi, just to describe something as interesting as beautiful.
Okay, the only Japanese word I learned was arigato gozaimasu.
I really like the phrase, biru hitotsu kudasai. And I'm using this every time when I'm going to bar. Ta-da-da, 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 ta-da-da. That's without words, but it's really powerful for me.
Alegria.
I think is Maliumba, my moment, and I enjoy it.
Querer is very nice.
The song for Rusir Will.
The opening, Mirko, kind of like underlying intensity that I absolutely love. It is all around the drums, and I absolutely love that.
Equal is querer, because it's about love and it's the most important thing in life is love.
I don't want to put myself in trouble here, but I've always favored Kidam. So I would say Kidam in general as a collective, the way that the soundtrack was built, the way the song conveys the feeling of importance for me, so I would say Kidam.
The Straps song, because it's so iconic.
I actually really enjoy doing the Straps cue because we're sat next to the singers and you can really hear the way they sing, you can hear the musicians a bit more clearly. So that for me is like, every time I sit there, I get like goosebumps.
In the All Alegria used to be power track. In the new one, acrobat.
I would say Alegria is in its entirety in a new light is a very spectacular show to watch.
Favorite moment on stage is duo straps. They're so beautiful and it's so perfect. Singing for them is beautiful.
Literally crying when I see the snowstorm and when two clowns meet each other, like strong moment that I really like.
An audience reaction at the end of the show, and I don't think many people get that at their job. It's nice.
Hi, my name is Andrii Prochilo. I'm from the Asheville, North Carolina area in the United States, and I'm the new drummer for Alegria. I auditioned back in 2010 with Cirque du Soleil's general audition kit, then went to an in-person audition in New York City a few months later and got onto their casting list. Every couple years since, I've been auditioning for specific shows, never quite getting it, but always learning from my previous auditions. And then this past June in 2023, auditioned for Alegria in a new light and got the gig. And so now I'm here and I'm super excited to be here.
I would love to do all of them. Any of them, it will be good for me.
I love the backup act, the canes act. I like handstands a lot. And the hand-to-hand act that Helena and Dasha do.
I would really try, and I will try, flying trapeze as a flyer.
Flying trapeze, like it would be like, you know, power tracks here and then it'd be flying trapeze, that like sense of like, yeah, flying, I think would be really nice.
Everybody asked me if I wanted to be a porter at one point, so I think I would consider that, although my bad bag might disagree. I would say porter.
I would like to try Roussier. That looks so fun, but I'm pretty sure I'd get pretty nauseous, but I'd get used to it.
There's one part that I would love to do just for fun. Is Stephanie's part, the aristocrat.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I love to be silly and to have a funny voice, like, and with the big boobs and the big I would love to have this costume.
I used to get nervous, but I think it's a good thing because if you're not nervous, then you can get complacent. I'm definitely not as nervous as when I first started the show.
Sometimes when we try something new or something different happen, but with the repetition, you are quite relaxed.
If I'm doing something new or if I'm doing a triple, then yeah, I get really bad nerves. Something that I'm still trying to learn how to deal with. My brother actually once told me to turn my nerves into adrenaline, so since then that's been like stuck in my head and I use that kind of like momentum to keep going.
I used to be nervous when I started, but now I'm just more like calm. Not hesitation, just go and do the good show.
Not on stage, but before every show. Yes, I'm always nervous, always.
I think the biggest thing I was, nervous about was the drum solo during the Fire Knife act. But once the lights dimmed on that and the curtain went up, all those nerves went away and I was just excited, just smiling the whole time. Especially that first show, it was something I'll never forget.
So I would say I get nervous every premiere and I get kind of sad at every teardown because it's the end and then the beginning makes me happy.
First you have the feeling of this is good or this is bad, then you watch the video and then you try to improve it.
So I try to just think, okay, brush it off, tomorrow's another day, come in, be a bit more calm, be a bit more focused. So yeah, I try not to overthink it too much, and that's the beauty of working at Cirque and doing shows is there's always another show.